Hello friends, good evening. Welcome to Market Mood next week, where we see what to expect from the markets in the week coming ahead and what happened in the markets in the week gone by. Welcome all of you. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a micro analysis of derivative data to see the short-term picture, and then we move out to the macro analysis to see the bigger picture. All right. So I'll just show you my screen. On my screen, what you see is option chain of Nifty weekly option data. And you need to note few things. 17,500. This on the call side had maximum change in open interest. All right. On the put side, 17,200 had the maximum change in open interest. All right. So you need to keep this in mind. 71 is 17,200 and the other level is 17,000. These two levels had maximum change in open interest. So this is one thing. Second thing what I want to show you is these in the money call strikes. You see them starting from 16,850. These in the money call strikes have short covering happening. That means that option writers are shifting their position and moving them to the OTM side. This means that from the call option data, the market is going to be slightly or significantly bullish next week from the call side data. From the put side data, two levels are very important, 17,200 and 17,000. All right. So at 17,000 level, you see the change in OI over here. That means the option writers have booked their profits and have moved their position to 17,200 above. They are moving the positions up. That means it is expected from the options data that market is likely to go up the next week. Understood? Clear, guys? Absolutely. Divyanshu, Shivam, Himanshu, everybody. Are you clear with this? One more thing before I close the derivative analysis is that PCR ratio, put call ratio is 0.68. So this is not very bullish, but we need to track it. If it starts moving towards 1 in the coming week, then you can be very convinced that the move of the Nifty is likely to stay bullish. Done till here. Understood? Shivam Gusen. Hi Shivam. What is the meaning of negative open interest, negative value in open interest? This means that the contracts are being squared off. All right. There is short covering. The shorts are being covered. All right, Shivam. Now let's move to more of the gyan, more of the concepts are very well explained in our workshops. So this session is for market view. The teaching part comes in the workshops. All right, guys. So, all right. So let's see the world indices now. Let's see the picture from a broader perspective. So more or less, you know, all the world indices are at a very interesting level. They are at a very interesting support like we had discussed last week. And if they manage to hold these support levels, then we can expect a global recovery. If it doesn't hold, then we can see a multi-legged correction. All right. So this is what is in store. I'll show you all the indices one by one. Come on the charts. So over here we see NASDAQ. You see on the monthly level, this is a very nice, around 11,000 levels. This is a very nice support over here. If I go to weekly, you see this last candle. This means that the sell-off was rejected by the buyers, and this long wicked candle is very bullish in nature. One more thing I want to tell you is this. I have RSI plotted over here below, and according to RSI analysis, this is a divergence. People who know this concept would know that divergence means here a bullish signal. Now, what is divergence? That we teach in LearnApp. This means bullish divergence. We have a bullish kind of scenario over here. All right, let's move to Dow Jones, DJI, 1 month. You see, it is at a very nice support level, DJI, very nice support level. If I move this to weekly, the last week also had a nice rejection of the sell-off, and these levels are held over here. So if they keep on holding for next couple of weeks, we might see a global recovery, otherwise a multi-legged correction. All right, that is very interesting levels, guys, super interesting levels. Now let's see FTSE on 1 month. FTSE on 1 month, you see over here, this is a multi-support level, and that's where FTSE is taking support. FTSE is European market, guys, so it's taking a support at a multi-level support level, this one. And if I go to weekly, very interesting, guys, super interesting. All right, nice bullish candle. So again, this multi-support level held, and the markets managed to close above this level. Understood, guys? Two things: the derivative analysis gives you the micro picture, and this is the broad world picture. Understood? I'll say hi to everybody. Daksh, hi Daksh, how are you? Shivam, okay sir, thanks sir, okay, great. RSI, yeah, convergence. If you call it convergence, good. I only call it divergence. Great. Vikas, hi sir. Hi Vikas, how are you? Himanshu, hi. Great. Thanks a lot, all of you, for joining in on a Friday evening. So that's great. Thank you for joining in. Let's go to our Nifty. So Nifty, as usual, on the monthly chart, nothing has changed from the last week. This is a pole and flag pattern which Nifty is trying to break. All right. And if the world markets rally, then we can see Nifty at an all-time high going up. Let's come down to the weekly charts. On the weekly charts, there are two things which we need to focus on. Okay, the supports are being the supports are being held. That's one thing. We had discussed that 17,000 and 17,200 are very important levels from the derivative point of view. From a technical point of view too, these are very important levels to look for. Now this candle gave a rejection at 16,700, 800 levels. These levels have not been broken yet. Number one. Number two is, this week has ended with a candle which is called an inside day candle. That means the range of this candle is within the range of the previous week's candle. This is a very significant candle, and we might see a move on either side in the coming weeks of Nifty. All right. So this is very important. Let me go down to the 1 day. Okay. On the daily chart, I am 17,000 and 17,200 levels. Yes, they are there. I am also keeping an eye on these levels, this swing high. Nifty might see some resistance over here, and if this breaks, then it is good. All right, so Nifty might see some resistance over here. These are the levels on the daily chart which I am watching. Let's move to Bank Nifty. How many Bank Nifty traders over here? How many of you trade Bank Nifty? Say yes. Bank Nifty is one of the favorite instruments of a lot of Indian traders. Say yes. Shivam Gosain says, is there an RSI divergence on Dow Jones chart? Yes, yes, Shivam, it is. I'll check again. It is. All right. Hi, Himanshu, how are you? Shivam, you are very inquisitive in nature, asking so many questions. That is very good. So, yes, there is an RSI divergence over here, Shivam. Thank you for asking, because everybody now knows this fact. Great. Okay, so on monthly chart of Bank Nifty, I see a very interesting thing. This is the all-time high of Bank Nifty, and Bank Nifty last month got rejected at these levels, at the all-time high levels. Now, if the world markets support, we might see a breakout of these levels. Otherwise, we can see Bank Nifty coming down to around 33,600 levels. So let's see what happens. We cannot say what can happen in the markets. Now, on the weekly levels, if you have a look, we have the same scenario. We have a nice hammer candle which happened in the past second last week, and these levels are still not broken. Bank Nifty has still not broken these levels, so which is a good sign. The second thing is, on the weekly chart, again if I zoom in, we have a inside day candle over here. So we might see some dhoom dhadaka in the Diwali week. All right, let's see, let's hope that happens. Okay, let's move forward. I'll just pick out some sectors. So the standout sectors for me are this one, Nifty IT, which is nicely holding on to these levels. It's a short-term correction, and Nifty IT might well lead the next Nifty rally. All right, so let's see what happens, and let me go down to the weekly chart. All right, we had expected that Nifty IT would outperform Nifty this week, which happened, and it gave a nice move this week. So Nifty IT is the sector to look out for, number one sector. Number two, the sector which I am looking for is auto sector. This is which month? This is festival month, Diwali month, and auto sales go up. And if you can see, I think the market had already, discounted this fact, which of course it does all the time, and it had made a all-time high over here, nice all-time high. Then we see a nice small correction, which is a very legitimate correction. All right, so it can go up, like if the highs break, if some of the stocks perform well in this sector, we might see a breakout, and this sector might also contribute in the next Nifty rally if it happens. All right, on the weekly, you see this is a very nice level. You see this? This is a very nice level for Nifty Auto, and we see a nice correction over here. Let's see if it stays over here, comes down, or moves up. That only time will tell, but we need to see if it breaks the high. We can expect a good uptrend over here in Nifty Auto, and it will contribute nicely to Nifty 50 as well. Pharma sector is also a sector which you can always have a look at. So on the monthly, there's nothing much in pharma sector. It's in the consolidation zone. And if we come down to the weekly, we have a nice hammer formation over here. Pharma sector can do something on the upside only when this level is broken. So you need to watch out for this level on the pharma sector. Now, before I leave, I want to show you one thing on the Nifty chart. Let's do some super micro level analysis. I'll go to the hourly chart of Nifty. So 17,200 is a very nice level. The next level is 17,000. So this is the 17,200 level. It broke, Nifty broke decisively this level on 4th of October. Then the starting of this week happened with a gap down over here, all right, on Monday. So this level was breached, although this level was held this day. Then this level got breached for 3 trading days. Now Nifty is again trading above this level. The last hour trading saw some support at these levels, 17,200 levels. So these are important levels. The next level is 17,000. All right, these are the levels to watch out for, and go for short in Nifty only when these levels are breached. Otherwise, Nifty is mostly likely to stay on the upside. If these levels are breached, then we can see a nice correction coming on, a nice sell-off coming on in Nifty. So these are the levels you need to keep an eye on, and the PCR ratio. All right, see if it is moving from 0.68 towards 1. All right, these are the 2 things to have a look at in the coming week. So this is all I had. I hope you had a nice idea what to look at in the coming week. All right. So thank you so much for joining in. See you next week. Let me know if you liked it. Give your feedback, positive or negative. Goodbye.